No, I'm talking about the murderer.
No. Maybe. I don't think so. I think he's just a boxer.
Who was it?
James Jeffries. So see if Jack Johnson versus... This is it.
Who killed the people with that Kool-Aid or whatever?
Like, when there's a video of all these folks that are walking like to the event, and every man has a fucking hat on, dude.
Wow.
They all have hats. Yep. Look, they all have fancy hats. Look at all these guys. They're taking off their hats, waving their hats. Men left the house with a fucking hat on. Look at this.
Wow.
Dude, they all have these fancy hats.
What happened?
They're all dressed up nice with fancy hats. First of all, good luck seeing anything outside the Republican National Convention of that many people on the streets dressed up in suits. That's it. It's the only time you're ever going to see this. These are like regular men walking on the streets. Everybody had fancy hats on and a nice button-up shirt and a suit jacket. That's Jim Jeffries right there.
Oh, those guys are good, dude. James J. Braddock.
That's John L. Sullivan.
No way.
Yeah.
The guy from that's the guy from Monopoly right there.
He was a bare knuckle boxer back in the Dizzy. So and he was still famous back then.
Wow, look at him putting it all together. That's so cool.
Isn't that cool? So they built this outdoor stadium to watch Jack Johnson beat the fuck out of Jim Jeffries.
Oh.
That's how it goes. Jim Jeffries was trying to make a comeback. He was a little bit older. Back then, bro, boxing would go until someone died.
Yeah.
They would have, I mean, what's the most rounds they had back then? They were crazy. It was like 80 rounds or something. Like, what's the longest old school boxing match ever, Jamie? I think they had some insane amount of rounds.
That's a good question.
Look at this. The greatest number of rounds was 276 in a 4-hour and 30-minute fight when Jack Jones beat Patsy Tunney in Cheshire in 1825. Holy fuck, dude. And introduced in 1867.